When it comes to Korea, we do not hear much about this country. North Korea always has drama with Kim-Jong Un. South Korea has less drama, but still very little is known about Korea in general. In this video, you'll learn quite a bit, from a high school that goes on until midnight and the art of eating a live octopus. Hold up as we start hitting the subscribe button and let's get right into it. Transport subsidies for pregnant women. In June 2022, the Seoul government in South Korea started giving pregnant women subsidies. To qualify, you need to have lived in Seoul for 6 months. Subsidies add up to $540 in credit card points and applies to public transport and gas bills. These subsidies are available for 43,000 eligible applicants. Mayor Oh Se-hun's made a campaign pledge and stuck to his guns and made it a reality. His logic was the need to alleviate the burden on people who have babies. The only equivalent of this in America is getting free government Medicare if you don't have insurance, and this is not even very well curated. Real-time bus stop information. This game-changing technology removes the guessing game of waiting for a bus at the bus stop. Seoul is a big city that relies heavily on public transportation, and such efficacy is welcome. The screens at the bus stop let you know when the next bus will arrive. It has up-to-the-minute information. It also lets you know how many buses are coming your way and when they will arrive. So when the current bus fills up before you get in, you know when the next one will arrive. The technology is also interactive. You can check out different routes and get instant information of arrival and destination times. Giving and receiving gifts. On a normal day, most people don't mind splitting the bill amongst the different people dining. Even easier is to request that everyone gets their separate bill. This is not the case in Korea. There's usually a competition on who will get the bill first and clear the entire bill. It's considered an honorable thing to do. That is such a grand gesture. When it comes to gift giving, when one is given a gift, you need refuse the gift about 4 times. When it comes to borrowing and loaning money, Koreans prefer to ask family and friends as opposed to borrowing from banks to protect their tax information from being out there. Traditional clothing for the Korean New Year. The world is changing. Deep-rooted cultures that most people used to hold dear are being eroded. As this happens worldwide, it is also affecting Korea. The traditional hanbok dress was associated with the Korean New Year celebration. The dress style is borrowed from the 17th and 18th centuries and the Joseon dynasty. The dress is a 2-piece that is made of silk and cotton. Getting dolled up and celebrating the New Year, also the Lunar Year, was a big deal in the past when people celebrate good health and good fortune. Korean families have become smaller with fewer children, meaning the celebrations are not as grand. Korean Soju. The most popular alcohol in most places is vodka, but this is not the case in Korea. The alcohol of choice in Korea is a spirit called Soju, which has about 20% alcohol content. This is quite different from vodka, which is about 40% alcoholic. Soju also has less burn compared to vodka, meaning it can be served more often during the day and used as a base for many cocktails. There are no specified ingredients as different distillers make it differently. Soju is popular in many Asian countries and can also be found in states such as California and New York. Very few public trash cans. In most countries, if you buy lunch outdoors, you dispose of your trash in the establishment's trash can. In Korea, things are a little different. You would have to wrap your trash and dispose of it in your home. In 2007, 3,900 trash cans were removed from public areas. This was an attempt by the government to avoid people from disposing of their trash in public trash cans. This was in line with a system set up in 1995 called Zangyongji, where residents are supposed to be responsible and pay for their trash. Over time, this has become a disaster, as most residential areas are filled up with overflowing trash. This has made it a necessity to set up a few public trash cans. So far, 2,500 have been installed. This is nothing compared to the 20,000 public trash cans available in Paris and Berlin. High schoolers studying until midnight. A regular student in Korea will wake up at 6:30 a.m. in readiness to go to school. Some will wake up a little bit earlier than that. They mostly spend the better part of the school day at the public school till about 4 or 5 p.m. It, however, does not end there, whereby they go for private tuition from 6 to 9 p.m. and later do some self-studying for 2 hours. They get home around 11 p.m. and after dinner and a shower they sleep and wake up again at 6:30 a.m. Koreans are considered high achievers, and parents spend a lot of money on private tuition and tutoring. Due to the few natural resources in Korea, it's ingrained in them that their academic excellence is one of the things that can give them good standing in society. Matching clothes for couples. Korea would be the absolute worst place to be single. When you turn left or right, you'd see signs of bragging couples. The trend of wearing matching outfits has hit off in South Korea. Most stores have his and hers matching outfits, as well as gender-neutral outfits such as overalls. Couples in Korea openly showcase their love both online and offline. They hang out together, post their couples' activities on social media, and take vacations together once a month. The trend for matching clothing is also catching on in other places. Single people need to take cover. Korean barbecue. Sometimes when you think of barbecue, you're not sure if the food options you have will be enough for everybody. Ordering in is always a bad idea since you don't know what will be sufficient. Guests might show up with a +1 or 2. This is not the case in Korea, where a barbecue is a full-on meaty, well-curated affair. First, there is the galbi and the bulgogi, which are short ribs and sliced rib brisket or sirloin. There's additionally dolji bulgogi, which is pork bulldog and some fire chicken, some all-time fave spicy sweet sauce known as zang, which works with everything, from seafood to veggies. Other than the meat, there are lettuce and perilla leaves used to wrap meat. You'll also find Korean chilies, scallions, toasted sesame seeds and garlic cloves as garnish. Rice and pickles are also on the menu. On the drinks menu, crates of soju, some wine and beer will quench the thirst. They don't eat dogs. It's out of this world thinking that the dog you hold dear can be a delicacy in other cultures. In the past, Koreans ate dogs. They were as much a delicacy as chicken or beef. In more recent times, things are changing, and a survey done in 2020 revealed that fewer people had eaten dog meat. At least 60% expressed that they would want to see the eating of dog meat outlawed. It's harder to find a restaurant with dog meat on the menu, but in a few quarters dog meat is still served. It's a bit of a grey area, and in 2021 the South Korean government was considering outlawing dog meat. Workaholism is a big deal. In South Korea, workaholism is not a reality that has had dire consequences. For a long time, the average working hours were 60 per week, which when you think about it means you're working at least 10 hours a day for 6 days. This is the experience of family life, social life and recreation. In 2018, the government established a new law and the weekly working hours were slashed from 68 to 52 hours, and any employees who violated this rule were imprisoned for 2 years or paid 20 million won or $18,000 in fines. There have been some cases where some people have worked themselves to death. One family man who worked in a factory whereby during the weeks he was up and down going to the different branches, on the weekends filling paperwork, and when at home still receiving calls and solving issues, was found dead in his office one bright sunny morning. Jjimjilbang public bathhouses. When you visit Korea, you have to experience the Jjimjilbang bathhouses, most of which are sex segregated. They are places for relaxation with a sauna, a hot tub, showers, a place for a massage and a place to sleep, and they also have a TV room and exercise rooms. The bathhouses are open 24/7 and most families come here for a quote-unquote time for relaxation, costing between 8,000 and 12,000 won, or about $8. Sometimes you can also order beverages and snacks. Free walking tours. When you visit South Korea and you want to get a good feel of the place, you can sign up for the free walking tours, provided by students for free. The students want to polish their English as they showcase the best of their cities. You can visit many places such as the Sky Park Seafood Market and the street food ordered by an art major student. You can also climb hundreds of stairs leading to Hangoa and enjoy the beautiful skyline over the city of Seoul and the Hana River. You can also visit the park renowned for its silver grass. Most tours also have a quick pit stop for a snack of iron stomach sanakji, which is a Korean delicacy, chopped octopus in sesame oil. City tour buses. When visiting places, you find that you face a culture shock whereby you're not able to get by or around because of the language barrier. In the case of the city tour buses in South Korea, they suit the needs of the diverse travelers that may visit the country and its major tourist attractions. You can buy an affordable ticket for a night tour or a day tour. When you enter the bus, there's a provision for single-use earphones whereby you select the language you'd want to take you through the tour. They have English, Japanese, Spanish, Chinese, German, Korean, Russian, Malaysian, French, Indonesian, Thai and Vietnamese. In days to come, there are plans to add Portuguese, Arabic, Italian and Hindi. The buses are designed to cater to any weather, be it snowy, rainy, warm or dry. Korean karaoke bars. Korea is known for its fun nightlife full of city lights where you can find a wide variety of karaoke bars known as noraebang. Depending on your budget, you can settle on different experiences. One popular place is the Helicon, which also has a nice array of Korean delicacies for you to sample as you decide on your song. For more budget-friendly experiences, at the noraebang you sing one or multiple songs either in groups or solo. You can also find other places that additionally offer gaming and film theatre and karaoke. Eating live octopus. When it comes to eating live octopus, you either love it or hate it. For the restaurants that serve this delicacy, the octopus is chopped right after you order and is brought to you as the tentacles are still wiggling. A small octopus can be served whole with its 8 tentacles, and it's a real sport eating something that is still alive and well. Eating this delicacy, better known as sonakshi, is the best way to be initiated into Korean living. Octopus sashimi is offered in a variety of places. A Korean facial. Skincare has become one of the biggest industries we have around. Korea is renowned for being at the helm of this industry. Many people travel far and wide to enjoy the best facial treatment and cosmetic surgeries. Statistics reveal that in 2019, 85,000 people came for dermatological care and 90,000 for plastic surgery. In Korea, you experience some of the following treatments when you sign up for a facial. Double cleansing and facial massage that takes about an hour, leaving your skin fully hydrated. Other than cleansing, gentle exfoliation leaves your skin much softer. So does collagen modeling that covers the eyes. After the facial, you can also enjoy a massage on the face, neck, shoulders and around your breasts without touching the breasts. Finally, there's an application of skin creams and eye creams and SPF. Too many public restrooms. Even though Korea lacks public trash cans, it makes up for this by having many public restrooms. The restrooms are super clean compared to the ones you might find in the States or Europe. They are ultra-modern with all manner of features. There are special ones for children and others are so advanced that when you want to flush, the array of buttons becomes confusing. In some areas there's even classical music playing in the background to give you a nice atmosphere when you get in. Special school uniforms. When it comes to uniforms, a lot has evolved in the States. 22% of elementary schools, 19% of middle schools and 10% of high schoolers wear uniforms. In Korea, uniforms are a vibe. Almost all elementary and high schools require students to wear uniforms. There are uniforms for different regions in Korea and different schools, and depending on the grades, the uniforms change. They're called jeobokes. Boys and girls wear different uniforms. The uniforms vary with seasons, whereby in summer they're navy blue and in winter they are grey. Another set of uniforms is worn during physical education. The uniforms include blazers, sweaters, jackets, pleated skirts, long dress trousers, ties and vests. Worse for women. Conditions for women in KPA are quite unhealthy, resulting from 6 months of extensive initial training coupled with malnutrition makes them weak to the extent that numerous female soldiers stop menstruating. In some cases it may happen for several years, but it's considered a blessing. Before 2017, instead of sanitary products, most women soldiers were provided only bandages or used cloth. Senior officers are allegedly known to sexually harass their under-command female soldiers. North Korea claims to take this offence seriously, and a person found guilty is awarded imprisonment for 7 years. Often, senior officers blackmail women by threatening to block their chances of joining the party if they report the incident, so they suffer silently. Themed cafes. Most cafes around the world are simple and neutral with regular features. In South Korea, themed cafes are a thing. It's common to find restaurants with the Hello Kitty theme, or airplane-inspired cafes, or line-themed cafes. If live octopuses scare you, a themed cafe might be a better option. That was such a ride. I'm keen to visit South Korea more than ever before. Would you put it on your bucket list? Do let us know in the comments.